So now I would like to know what were the problems you faced initially when you started. Many people ask me that question, like I am very beginner and I don't know anything about it, about this language. So how should I start? So how did you start and what were the main issues, challenges that you faced?
I remember that day when I called the first call, and that person was from Odisha. So then I was very nervous. I was very, hesitate that I called some, call center, and I also used to work in Swiggy as a food delivery boy. So then I used to
So can you please just introduce yourself?
definitely. My name is Papu Khatik, and I'm speaking to you from West Bengal. I live in Hubli district, which is 35 kilometer north of the main city, the city of Joy, Kolkata. And as far as my hobby is concerned, I love playing cricket. I love to listening songs and travel. I love to travel. And since I started this language, you can say it has become my passion. And if I talk about my academic qualification, I had completed my graduation in 2018 in stream of Bachelor of Arts. So this is my short introduction.
Okay, and what do you do right now? Like nowadays, what are you doing?
Yeah. So I have my own, small business. It's a tour and travel agency. I run tour and travel agency with one of my friends. It's a, sharing business.
Mhm. Okay, so that's really nice to know about you. And yes, I have already interacted with many people who are from West Bengal itself. So before starting the conversation, I would like to know, if you have any question, you can ask. And after that, we will start the session.
No, I don't have any specific question. So are you going to upload this video on YouTube?
Yes.
Okay, no issue.
Okay, yeah. So, okay, then I have some normal questions for you first related to your English journey. Like, when exactly did you start speaking in English?
So when lockdown has, imposed in our areas, and so that's time I was, watching some videos related to the spoken English, and that time I was preparing for the medical representative jobs. So for that, I need to know this language, know, before, because of the I had to conversation with the doctors, with the clients. So this language was necessary for there, for that job. So since then I started learning this language, and it's been 2 to 3 years for me learning this language, but I took a break in between these years.
Okay, okay. So now I would like to know what were the problems you faced initially when you started. Many people ask me that question, like I am very beginner and I don't know anything about it, about this language. So how should I start? So how did you start and what were the main issues, challenges that you faced?
So there was no specific challenge for me because I started watching YouTube videos, and there was a channel on YouTube which is run by a Bengali tutor. So I used to watch his videos,
Mhm.
and because it was in Bengali, so it was easy for me to understand the grammar, the topics, and the structure formation. So
Okay.
I didn't face any kind of issues in the basics level. And I remember that day when I called the first call, and that person was from Odisha. So then I was very nervous. I was very, hesitate that this is the different language. We do not speak in this language. We speak in Bengali, Hindi in my local area. So how can I speak with them? And I was thinking that what would be the words, what would be the sentences I'm going to speak to him. So these are the
Mhm.
things were in my mind then. But somehow I managed. I spoke with him, and he also suggested. And yes, I was making lots of grammar mistake there. So he told me that you are making these are the grammar mistake, and he and she. So sometimes I was speaking, related to a guy. Then I was using there was some male female issues. So So this is how I started my learning spoken English. And after that I was so excited, and there was a lot of energy with me when I started. But after 1 year, when I started seeing myself that there is no improvement on my speaking, I was able to speak in a basic level. I had some confidence, a little bit confidence. No, I'm not say that there are a lot of confidence. So I can interact people over phone, but till now I am not able to speak the people in my day-to-day life, because when I start speaking with them, I have some inferior in my heart, or in person that I hesitate that how can I speak with them. And sometimes I force myself to speak in this language. So, and now I have realized that there is no one can help me if I do not help myself. So I have to push myself to speak in this language. So that's why sometimes I call some call center, and I also used to work in Swiggy as a food delivery boy. So then I used to speak with them, and not hold the conversation, but there was two or three sentences in English. And after that, I used to feel some relaxed, and I used to, say myself that, yeah, if you can, you can do, you can do. So this is how it was my journey. And nowadays,
Yeah.
I'm feeling lack of confidence, lack of, I'm not getting energy, because I somehow I got some of the extent, got stuck in some of the level, and I'm not, uh, how can I say, enrich my speaking level. So that's why I'm not feeling that well as I feeling as earlier. So that's the story.
So we can get out of this because you were practicing for 2 years then during lockdown, but in between you stopped practicing. You took a break for a year, like you mentioned already. So here we can say like the consistency plays a significant role here in our speaking style, right? If we break the routine, if we break the chain of practicing every single day, then it reflects in our speaking. Whenever we speak, we feel nervous. Whenever we speak, we think always like I'm gonna make a mistake, or maybe if I make a mistake, people will gonna judge me and kind of. But
Mhm.
maybe in your case, that is only in your mind that you are nervous or you are underconfident or lack of confidence. But your speaking or your English is pretty good. If you put little effort, little more effort in that, you will become really remarkable. You will see a remarkable change in your speaking style, which I can see directly. Like you are already confident. That is all only in your mind. Like you have a lack of confidence. This is not real thing, I think. Okay, and as you mentioned, when you started, when you took a phone call for the very first time, you made mistakes with he or she. Like he or she is not a mistake. It happens because of the nervousness, because of the fear of this English language. The name English itself has a fear connected with Indians, especially when we start speaking, the fear is already there. Like we think, okay, I have to speak in English. The fear is already there connected with this
Yes.
word. So I guess because of that it happens. We make replace he and she here and there. So this is not a big thing, but in your case, if you put little efforts, you will become really an advanced speaker very soon. So let's start today's session. So there is a one word. Can you say it?
Heal.
Skill. So are you trying to acquire any new skill in order to thrive?
Um, right now, I am not looking for any other skills. I am working on these specific skills, in my communication skills, so that I can also use this skill in my business. Because in this business, I have to talk with the people, I have to interact with the, different parts of India's people. So
Mhm.
I'm not looking any other skills right now. But if I get chance in down the line, then I will definitely go for the new skills.
Okay, so nowadays the only skill that you are focusing on is your communication skills. because they are playing a vital role in your business, in your like life. Like you have to connect with different people. Okay, that's great. And you will become really very soon a confident, proficient speaker of this language. Now, the second word is this
Habit.
habit. So, are you trying to inculcate any new habit which can help you transform your life?
Yes, definitely, definitely. It's a very important. It is said that we are all slave of our habit. That
Yes.
whatever we do, it's if I do continuously, it has become it. It will become our habit. So that's
Mhm.
why we have to choose our habit very consciously, very
Nice.
carefully, so that
Yes.
it won't be affected our life in down the line. So
Mhm.
nowadays I have some bad habits. I use my phone, which is not appropriate. So that's why I'm just focusing on myself, and I want to change my habit. In this case, I want to use whatever it is required for that case, and otherwise I don't want to use. But it has become my habit. I'm used to it. That's why it's occurring, or it's happening automatically. It is somehow it is by default case, because of I have done, I have used my mobile earlier a lot. So that's why. So I am focusing on myself to build some good habit, so that it can reflect on my future, on my business, on my health, on my relationship in every field, so that I can stay fit, I can be a good relationship, I can build a good business. So habit, I think. So how can I say that habit? Actually, whatever I do, that should be related to my,
Good.
dreams, to my goal, to my target. But
Mhm.
this is I want, but I do not do this. I also do some other things which is not need in my, dreams, which is, do not related towards my dreams. So that's why I'm just focusing myself. But it is said very easy, but uh, not to done that.
It's
I
not.
have a good habit, and yeah, it
Uh,
is very easier to say that done, as I said, as we say that. So that's why I'm just focusing myself. And as you showed this habit word, so that's why I'm saying that I'm inculcating some a good habit, so that it won't uh, in affect my life.
that can help you transform your life in a better way,
Yes.
that can help you grow in life. Like, yes, according, like, if I talk about you, you are a person who is running a business. So a businessman always have to make a proper plan, to do list, and he always mentions the time stamp also, like where he needs to give the pay more attention. Like, if you're wasting your time on phone watching reels, that is not good for you. You will not be able to generate the great ideas for your business. You will be not able to concentrate on the proper work. So for that, that's really good that you have started working on that. And for that, have you read the book Atomic Habits?
I have. I have that book. I have
Great.
purchased this book before 5 months ago. I have purchased four books together. There
Mhm.
was Atomic Habits, You Can Win by Sip Khera,
Mhm.
and 92 Tricks of, the Conversation. And there was a book, I'm not able to recall the name. It was uh, Dal Carney's book. So I forget because I didn't read it, that book. And
So
nowadays I'm reading Sip Khera's book, You Can Win.
okay, okay. So you have completed all three other books, right?
No, 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 I haven't. I haven't completed. I'm just
Which
reading that book, You Can Win by Sip Khera.
okay, 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 great. Now, the next is an idiom. Do you know the meaning of this?
Beat the clock. No.
Yes. Beat the clock. You are a businessman now. Tell me the meaning of beat the clock.
What would it be?
Okay, I'm here to help you. So the meaning of this is to complete a task within a fixed time. Okay, in future, like if you are planning to build a team, and there is a team, and you get a deal from from a foreign company or from outside, so you have a task to complete and show your talent there or something like that. You will use that phrase with your colleagues, with people who are working with you. You can use, like, we have to complete this task within a fixed time, so you can use
Which time?
everyone needs to beat the clock. Like everyone needs to complete the task in the fixed time. Beat the clock. Okay?
That should be in the time, not after
Yes,
the time. It's before the time.
yes, yes. Okay.
That should be done.
Great.
Yeah.
Now next phrase is this.
Rise and shine.
Rise and shine. Can you just assume the meaning, or do you know the meaning?
I don't know, but let me guess.
Uh-huh.
Uh, is it about the growing in life? It is about the like rise in early morning and do the work in the time. Is it
You're
so?
very close. You're very close. Sometimes every time, even when people listen to this phrase for the very first time, rise and shine, they get the meaning like grow in life and shine and achieve your goals and everything. But the exact meaning of this phrase is to get up from your bed and start your day.
Okay.
Yes. So, would you like to make a sentence using this rise and shine?
Yeah, definitely. Let me try. If we want to achieve the goal, then we should rise and shine.
No, this is not for that. I was saying, like, people always get the meaning it like this. It means growing or it means shining, but its literal meaning is to get up from your bed and start your day. So if you are saying someone, if you are waking someone up, you can use, "Hey, wakey, wakey, rise and shine. It's already 7 a.m." So you are trying to wake someone up, right? So you can
Oh,
use, simply saying wake up at 7 a.m. You can say rise and shine at 7 a.m. Simple, right? The literal meaning is get up and start your day. Yeah. Oh, okay. And you can use like rise and shine. You are running late today. Like
running
if
late
it's
today.
9 a.m. or 11 a.m. you can use, right? Yes. Now this one. If you are watching my videos, you must be knowing the meaning of this idiom.
Hit the books.
Hit the books. Have you watched my videos? I
I
have
watch,
shared
but
them.
I do not. I watch sometimes, but
Okay.
don't watch. Didn't watch all the videos.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So tell me the
Mostly
meaning
I
of
watch the clapping of videos sometimes.
okay.
Mhm. Hit the
Hit the
book.
books.
Hit the book. It is related to study books.
Yes. Yeah, you are very close to it. Yeah. When you are studying hard with full of concentration, that is hit the books. Like if you trying to tell anyone, like there is a kid who is studying or who is not studying or who has exams around the corner, you can say, if your meaning is to saying is like you have to study hard or with full of concentration, you can use go and hit the books. If you want to top your class, go and hit the books. If you want to get good marks in this particular exam, go and hit the books.
Hit the
Or you
book.
can use for yourself also, like I am hitting the books to enhance my communication skills. It doesn't mean like you are just studying only books. Whatever you are doing to enhance your communication skills, that you can use for that also. Like I'm hitting the books
Okay.
in order to enhance, in order to become a proficient speaker of this language. Okay. Now the last one is, can you see?
It like a bird.
Yes, very simple, and I have shared with many people, with many learners.
And the opposite is like it like a horse.
Yes, Exactly. It
Like,
means you
like
know the
I
meaning,
mean
but
that
you yes.
I somewhere I studied it. I like to have general conversation, which is need in our day-to-day life, so that I can communicate with the other people. And whenever I get a call or there is a group in WhatsApp, so I am there. I when I practice with them, they just come up with the any topics and which is not related to our day-to-day lives. So
Mhm.
that's the problem of my mind. So I want to have a conversation, in day-to-day life, so that I can speak to my friends, to my colleagues, my relatives. So these are the speaking, these are the content it's used in our day-to-day life. And if we just speak about or just discuss about the like globalization right now, inflation right now, or some other topics like Chandrayaan 3 or CCU, it is we do not speak these are the topics with our friends
Yes.
generally. Yeah, there is a point we speak with this, we discuss. But first of all, I want to be a good speaker in general conversation, so that I can start the speaking with the people. So that's the
Mhm.
issue, and that's why I do not, use. I have no lots of, as we all the learner, I think that know lots of things, but as we do not use, that's why we forget.
Yes, absolutely. And for that, like as you mentioned, you want to have command over the normal conversation first. So you can do one thing, you can, connect with many co-learners on different applications like Hello app, Joshtalk app, and Speakify app. And there is a Clubhouse app, which is very famous. And on Clubhouse itself, you will be able to connect with native speakers also. Have you heard about this?
Yeah, I have heard about it, but I didn't find any native speaker over there. And I have used lots of application, and I right now I got bored. Generally, I speak frankly, I got bored speaking lots of application. So,
Mm-hmm.
and whenever I think that if when I will be improving, if I get the a good speaker who is more than me, who knows more than me, so he or she can, make me correct, or I can learn from them, because they must be speaking in a good way. They must be speaking. They must be using the good, vocabs and sentence formation. And if I speaking with a person who is the lower than me, I'm not, blaming, or I'm not like criticizing anyone. So this is the problem. I think that if I talk with a people who knows a good English, then I can, get the motivation from them. I can get the confidence and the feedback. The feedback who gives me he is a good speaker, that person must be a good speaker. He can, or he she can gives me a good feedback. So whenever I speak with anyone, that person is not, more than me. Or whenever whatever I know, the little bit of language, this language. So this is the problem of mine.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So, don't you think you should start learning some advanced words? So you, when you try to use advanced words or and proper way of grammar, then people will be able to get okay. Now you are trying to use advanced because your normal English is good already. As you mentioned, you want to become good at normal English, normal conversation. So that is already good. But I am getting from you. So now your concern is whatever requires in your field, in your business. Like what are the things that you need to talk about every on daily basis with different people. So only you know that, right? So related those topics you need to work on the vocabulary part because you know the grammar part. So just try to find 100 or 200 words related to your business purpose only because you are learning this language for business. So find 100 or 200 words and start using with normal people first who are around you, who are working with you. And gradually you will be able to interact with native speakers also in future you need to interact with.
That's the problem. That's the problem. We can't speak with our colleague or with our friends. That's the
Uh-huh.
issue. You know that we are used to speak in this language. We are, very habitual speaking in our regional language.
Yes.
So as I said you earlier that I have to push myself to speak in this language. Otherwise, no one will come to help me to learn this language.
So how do
So
you practice usually like on day to day basis, like every single day?
Yeah. So again, I'm going to say that I was very excited earlier, but nowadays I'm not practicing that much as I was practicing earlier. But nowadays I read, I speak in front of the camera, I watch videos and try to imitate and try to formation some write some sentences. So this is how I practice, and I
Mhm.
just try to find some people
Whatever,
like you.
yes, whatever you are doing, try to do with consistency. Like, don't lose this consistency, which is very important. If you miss listening practice, if you miss writing practice, you can take a break, but don't take a break with this speaking practice. You have to pay, you have to spend 15 minutes every single day, especially on speaking practice. So be consistent with this practice, and you will become automatically a good speaker after a certain period of time, like in 3 months or in 6 months. Because as I already mentioned, your grammar is good, your basic English is good, you have the knowledge of grammar and how to articulate sentences and all that. You need only practice. And if you are doing
I
practice,
didn't get the last section. What did you say?
I was saying, if you are practicing in front of camera, which is the best technique to do, because from there, if you are recording yourself, you will be able to see your mistakes, where you made a mistake. You can get the feedback because you are the only person who can help you if you are not taking session with a particular tutor, right?
Mhm.
So you can, like this, you can eradicate your small little mistakes that you are making while speaking.
Yes, yes. I do this exercise.
That's great. Keep doing the
Yes.
great work. Thank you so much joining the session. It was really nice talking to you. In future, if you want to have another session with me, you can just remind me once, right?
Oh, so I would like to have a conversation every day if it is possible. So you are asking me that in the future. So
Not
that's why.
every
So
day,
I
but
know that you are
maybe
a busy
once.
person.
Yes, yeah, right.
Ah,
Uh, so I can provide once in a week if you like.
definitely, definitely. Once in a week, twice, thrice, as you wish.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm
okay.
already
Then
ready.
free time, I'll just pay you there.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah. It was pleasure talking to you. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really nice talking to you. Have a great evening. Bye bye.
Bye bye.